Hi everyone at home watching. I'm Diana McGee, and this is my second stream. The first one was cut off because I played some music, and I won't do that this time. I will just verbally tell you what I wanted to say the first time. So, what I was saying is that Diana McGee, I'm a fitness instructor. I teach different formats from dance fitness, Zumba fitness, Strong by Zumba, which is a hit format, yoga, bar, kickboxing. I do a lot. And this video is in regards to my Strong by Zumba class, which is a hit format. So usually on Wednesdays, I like to go live for my students and others to tune in and do the class with me. But I've done that the last 2 Wednesdays in a row. So if you guys watching at home want to do that workout, if you just go to my YouTube channel, Diana McGee, it'll say Strong by Zumba. And there's already 2 streams of my Wednesday class up, and you can pick the first or the second one. They're almost identical. And so today I wanted to go over technique and make sure that everyone at home is working out in proper form to avoid injury so that when I get to join you back in the classroom, we're able to turn all the way up and hit the gas pedal to the max and get back in the studio and exercise. I can't wait to join you all back in the fitness studio. Before I get started with the proper technique, I wanted to share some words that I picked up from one of my favorite yoga instructors, Ruben. He's at Black Swan and sure teaches other places, but I take his class at Black Swan. And he likes to start his Afro yoga class with 3 sayings, which is, I have nothing to prove, I have no one to impress, and I have everything to share. So I think these are 3 phrases that are really, that mean a lot right now, in that we are all in our own lanes. Like some of us are going to jump higher, and some of us aren't going to jump that high. But we are in our own lane, and we're not there to impress those people. So if you're jumping high, that's you. You do you. You stay in your lane. But we all showed up for the same purpose, to benefit our active, healthy lifestyles and to get a little bit stronger than we were the day before. And everything to share. So maybe you can encourage friends, relatives to, maybe you're at home and you can encourage your family to work out with you, your significant other, or maybe you do like a live chat Zoom, or like I'm doing a YouTube live, and encourage your friends, co-workers to work out with you. Maybe I'll play the video at the same time and kind of FaceTime each other. So I wanted to share that with everyone. So I'll go ahead and get started and stop kind of blabbering on. The first move I want to talk about, I call it the lift and twist. And this move is in the warm-up. So very beginning of the video if you're streaming it at home. So it doesn't matter which leg you start with. We're going to do the same thing on each leg. So just for tutorial purposes, I'm starting with the left leg and I'm lifting. So you want to keep feet shoulder width distance apart, a little bit. There we go. And you're going to use a lot of core to balance. So you're going to be, I have all my weight on the right leg and I'm lifting my leg. Then it's going to step back. And I like to keep my hands level. You can cross them here, whichever makes it easier. You can grasp your hands and you're twisting to the side, but you're not turning your whole body. You're just slightly, you're twisting your torso. This is a abdominal workout, balance in the leg. The leg forward is still toes pointing to the camera. The back foot is, so my legs are almost like an L. And so torso front, twist to the side, front side. I'm not moving my legs or my knees or my hips. They stay in place, and I'm just twisting my torso to the side wall, twist it back front, then balancing on the leg that's forward, lift, twist, lift, twist. And then adding on, there's a circle, twist. Again, the front leg doesn't move, doesn't bend. If you need it to bend, you can, but mainly you also don't lock it in place either. Slight bend and knee circle, so full circle, Then step back, twist. One more time, slow, full circle, step back, twist to the side, circle. And again, if you need to modify any of that, maybe it's just a step, twist, step, twist. You don't necessarily have to lift as high as I am. Maybe it's just a small lift. If anytime you feel like you're losing your balance, you can always just drop that foot, throw your arms out, all wiggles, and being off balance, that's okay. You're growing and you'll get better and stronger in your balance. And again, with the knee circle, when you circle, it can be a big circle, it can be a small circle. Maybe you're just circling the floor and then working your way up a little bit higher, higher, and higher. So circle, lift. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So there's a lift, twist, lift, twist, squeezing belly button to the spine, or circle, twist, circle, twist. Okay, the next move I want to talk about is lunges. So again, I started with left, right. We're going to do what we do to one side in my class, we do the same thing to the opposite side. So if we do 8 on one side, we've got to do 8 on the other. So this applies to both legs. I'm going to do right this time. So you want all the weight on your left foot, and you're stepping front with the right. And the back knee bends and the front knee bends. The front knee goes sideways, you can see. Is at 90 degrees, it's like an L shape. And the back foot is not touching the floor. It's slightly lifted off the floor. So forward, lunge, back, lunge. Sorry, I'm kind of running out of space. There we go. Forward, and then back. Forward, together, back, together. Forward, together, back. If you want your knee to touch the floor, just be mindful that you don't slam it to the floor. That could hurt your knee. Again, if you need to modify, you can do a slight bend. Just a small bend, working your way up to bigger. Then this is for more advanced people. If you want to add, intensify that move, you can always add a bounce, together, bounce, and then come up together, bounce, together, bounce, together. But just be mindful of when you're stepping to not step out too far, so you're adding strength to your knee, and also not just too small. And listening to your body on how the distance is from the floor, whether you want to go halfway, all the way, just a small bend. I'm already out of breath. That means I need to turn my cardio up. And then the next move I want to talk about is squats. So when we do squats, I'll turn sideways so you can see. I like to keep shoulder width distance. So when someone says shoulder width, you look at your shoulders and you want your feet to almost be parallel with your shoulders from the top to the bottom. Wider than shoulder width, I mean they go out wider than what your shoulders. So for my class, you can go wider if you want. You can be more narrow if you want, but I like shoulder width distance, and we're going to squat down. And wish I had a chair, but it's almost like you're going to sit down on something. I'm going to use this as an example. This is an extra low squat. So you want your behind back, chest up straight, squeezing in your core, and almost like you're going to sit on the chair, but you don't touch it, and then you come back up. Squatting down, be mindful of your knees, and then come up. When you come up, you're going to squeeze your hips in, almost tilting your hips forward, contracting the glutes, and then squatting down. And again, be mindful. Maybe you're not going as low as I am. Maybe it's just a small bend, just a small squat. And then you work your way to go lower and lower until you're all the way down and come up. A modified version of the squat is I like toes out to the corner, let's say it's 45 degrees, so that your knees go over your toes. It's a little bit less stress on your knees when you bend. It's more of a ballet squat. It can be fun. You can also do this down and up. And then if you want to intensify squats, which I like to do. You're going to squat, jump up, squat down. When you do this, make sure when you jump up and come down, you don't lock your knees. You can cause ACL injuries, other kinds of injuries, and you'll be out for a little while. So make sure that when you go down, come up, immediately land with soft knees. Do not lock the knees. And then maybe you do that the whole set. If we're doing 8, maybe do that 8 times. Maybe just do it 2 times or 1 time. But each time you're building and building and building, increasing your cardio endurance. I'm out of breath. And then the next one is skate, down, up, down. So this one is in quadrant 2 or section 2. So right before the halfway point of the string. And this is skate, skate, down, up, down. So that was the modified version. So I'm putting the weight on my left leg and just a small step behind. I like to point my toes, keep it flat, just a small step behind, skate, bend your knees, squat, stand up, squat, down, up, down. And again, listening to your body and what it's calling for, whether that's just a small bend, whether that's a deep bend, or maybe you're doing down, up, down. You listen to your body. If you want to add on to that, if you want to intensify that move, you're going to do skate, skate, down, up, down, and kind of do the split kick. And you're going to make your move side to side larger. But again, be mindful of your knees. Do not lock them. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And when you go down, again, soft knees down, up, down. And at any point, if you need to slow down to catch your breath, feel free to do that. And let's see. The next few things I want to talk about is some of the ab exercises that we do. I'm going to make sure you guys can see. All right. So on the bicycle, I like to watch you guys at home. I mean, when we're in the classroom. And I like to call y'all out when your elbow isn't touching the knee. So this is what I mean by that. You're going to shoulder blades off the mat, elbow to knee, elbow to knee, knee, knee. I like to point my toes when I do this. You can flex the feet if that helps. You can keep the knees bent. Maybe your bicycle is short pedals. Maybe it's long, big pedals. But I like to make sure that you connect elbow to knee. The next one, I call it scissors. So your legs are straight in the air. And fingertip to ankle, shoulders lifted off the mat. You can do straight legs, you can bend, but it's consecutive movement, fingertip to ankle. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about today, because I'm like so out of breath just explaining that. That's a lot. So I did lift and twist, lunges, squats, high plank. So we do some exercises where we take it down to the floor and make sure when we take it down to the floor, your wrist is directly underneath your shoulder and your hands are spread wide. So you on the floor, you want your middle finger and your thumb to make an L shape. And that way you can disc down and all the weight is evenly distributed from the crown of your head to the heel of your feet. And here. So body straight line. Mine might be a little off because I'm looking at y'all while I'm talking. But shoulder blades, shoulders are in line with the wrist. This is not it. This is rainbow. I like to call in my class, I like to say keep your behind low. So here. So sometimes we're tired and fatigued in class, but we need to push through and gain that muscle and cardio endurance and hold it here. It's only for a short count. So when you're here, you want to contract your abdominal muscles, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the legs, lengthening from the crown to the heel of your foot. And this is high plank. So not here, not here, here. And I think one more move when we're in high plank is we step forward, tap the back of our heel, back, back. So all that movement is causes strain on different muscles, and you'll get tired and you'll want to give up. But modify, maybe you come to knees, give it a break, catch your breath. Oh yeah, and then push-ups. So push-ups is regular here. You go down and you come up. That's one push-up. If you're doing modified, you want to be as far forward on your knees to take the pressure off of your kneecap and make it easier, more comfortable for you to complete this exercise. And to challenge yourself, try to make that chest connect with the ground. Go all the way down and all the way up. It makes this exercise that's modified a little bit more challenging. And otherwise, you can just do regular push-ups. And then there's side plank. So side plank, you start with the knee down and down, leg out, arm up. This is modified side plank. If you want to challenge yourself, you can kick both legs out. If you want to add on, you can go to star. My balance is a little off. You can go here, forget what this is called. But at any point where you feel like you're losing your balance, you can always drop that knee back down. Same thing, other side. Hand down, knee down, leg out, arms reaching up. We'll swing them. If you want to challenge yourself, you can take both legs out. Feel like you're going to fall, you can always drop the knee down. Then we'll do forearm plank. If you want to intensify that, you can lift up here. I think that's about it. Any time throughout doing the strong by Zumba, feel free to intensify any move. Feel free to slow down any move. If you're at home and you have weights, we do something called a Russian twist. So we're sitting on our behind, our knees are together. You can twist, maybe holding a 2-pound. I probably wouldn't go more than 10-pound weight, twisting your abdominal side to side. If that's not enough, you can always deepen it by crossing your ankles. And this adds more balance and force. And you can go faster here. But then you can also add weights to that. And there's different moves, different opportunities for you to change it up and personalize this workout for you at home. So on that note, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover and then some. But again, I'd love to hear from you at home to know if this video was helpful. If you want more videos like this, I can slow it down a little bit more. Maybe there's something that you have trouble with in the class, and I'd love to break it down for you. Have all the time to explain it, and that way it's on video, and you can pause and rewind and pause and rewind until you've got that move down. Again, Diana McGee here. This is a tutorial for my Strong by Zumba class. I have 2 videos that are the same class, almost identical, different clothes. And this is kind of a guide that will help you have a better at-home workout experience. And depending on your feedback, I may make another tutorial video of this class, or I may stream it live again. Let me see some of the comments. Flexing gets more workout. Yeah, you can flex the muscles. I like that, Rock. Rock, this is a live video, yes, and I'm going to post it later so that you all can review it. And I started early because I'm going to post this video so that you guys can look through it and then review it, and do the workout. I think I might go live just to announce that this video is there. And that's right, high plank, you keep your behind low. One more time, I see a comment about that. High plank is not here. This is a yoga move. This is called down dog. This is not high plank. So you want to keep the behind down, shoulder blades in line with the wrist. Here. So not here, not here, not wide, but straight line, reaching from the crown to the heels. That is correct. Somebody said this is live. Yes, this is live. Great job. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't stutter too much. And I spoke loud enough because I don't have a microphone so that you could hear me great. And I made sure not to play any music so that it didn't get dinged for that. Your butt hurts. That's a good thing. That means the exercises are working. So that's great. Again, good. Very helpful. That's great, awesome feedback that I want to hear and share with all my students. I love this opportunity that I get to make these videos that otherwise I wouldn't have time to do now that we've been slowed down. And I'm finding this a great outlet to grow my relationship with all of my students and everyone. Good sound quality, perfect, great. So I think I'll end on that note again. I started the live stream with 3 sayings, and I'll end with those 3 sayings just as a reminder. I think it's a very positive mindset for us to have when we're doing these exercise streaming or we're doing exercise in the group fitness studio together. And it's, I have nothing to prove, I have no one to impress, and I have everything to share. So the only thing, we're not proving anything that we're stronger than somebody else in the room. We're only there for ourselves and to improve ourselves and guide and help and uplift. Like I know I'm very fortunate and blessed that my students are very uplifting to one another, and especially they're very encouraging to myself and inspire me as an instructor to continue growing in myself and to do these videos. So again, check out the live stream, Strong by Zumba. It might say HIIT workout, about 44 to 60 minutes long. Make sure that you stay hydrated during the exercising. You will sweat. If you're not sweating, you need to push yourself a little bit harder. So drink lots of water, and water's healthy for you anyway. No calories. Your body needs it. And good for your teeth. You can have a pretty smile like mine. And also make sure that you stretch. There's a stretch segment at the end of the video. It's really good. Or you can do your own stretch, but make sure if you're not stretching, your muscles are tightening up. Your muscles are like leather. The more you stretch it, the looser to get. And if you don't stretch it that much, it's going to stay really tight. And flexibility increases your strength overall and be healthier. So again, my name is Diana McGee. My YouTube is Diana McGee, and what I'm trying to say is that the class is on my YouTube channel. There's 2 different versions of it, and I'll be posting this video to the YouTube page, to my Facebook and my Instagram. And feel free to click the share. You can share it with your friends, colleagues, family members, with everybody. Like, comment, let me know what your feedback is. And